Good evening, guys and girls. I am your voice of choice, DrMarxout, bringing you this week's edition of Remedy. It's our go-home show before our next Supercard Sunday night Hans run, and we're doing things a little bit different tonight. We are bringing you Unstable. Every match tonight is going to be inter-faction, inter-stable. Trios only, except for one match was kind of added the last minute. We'll get to that match when it happens. Our opening match is also kind of a little caveat to that. This stable's pretty much no longer a thing. Future Wave has all but disintegrated. It's pretty much just down to the Honolulu Hitmen now. Simon Tarot and Raiden Frost have completely fallen out. He's been attacking everybody that moves. Frost has been going after Tarot. Matua's just been trying to focus on Ollie Oxenfree, and he hasn't been doing too good. So, that's where we're at. We're kicking things off with a street fight style match. Shut up. Every match but our main event is first fall to a victory. And that other little special event that I said we'll talk about when we get to it. But that's, when we get to it. Simon Tarot, first man out, former leader of Future Wave. I don't know if that's where all the disdain for each other started, because he was heralded as the leader. I don't know if it's because he didn't get the memo that they have to wear the reflective-ass hoodies, and that just doesn't come in his color. I don't know if it's the fact that, I don't know. I don't know where the hatred came from, but him and Frost, they've gone back to last season not liking each other, and it's just kind of boiled over finally to a head this season, and it's just been bad. I alluded to it when we had the graphic up. Matua does have his shot to become a two-time Blitz Division champion on Sunday night. The only champions that are on the card tonight are our tag team champions, and they're in the main event. That's one of the caveat matches that I said I talked about earlier. Yeah, things and words and things. Out of the three of them, the crowd has always been more behind Simon Tarot. Crowd not really ever as into Raiden Frost. I mean, out of the three of them, I'd say that he's probably got the least going for him at any given time. Definitely kind of seems like he needs the backing of one of the other two. Maybe that's part of the problem, I don't know. The fact that the critics know it, the fans know it, the other two guys know it, deep down he knows it. We await the last man out. The man that basically took over Taro's role in Future Wave over in Supernova Pro this season when they were holding the Cruiserweight Tag Team Champions. Won that lockdown match. It went, as luck would have it, I was about to call it When Fluffy Bunny's Attack, but he had already lost his strap by then. Looking to only become the third man to become a two-time champion in the Blitz division. We do know that Nightmare's already got a stake to claim he's got the next shot in line, as he did pretty much beat the ever-living piss out of the champion this week on Storm. That's a whole other thing down the line, though. We'll figure that out as we get to it. First match on Unstable, we're go. Tara and Matua going right after each other. Quick brainbuster out of the gate. Matua trying to show why he's got that shot at the goal, running Liger bomb. Tara now getting some retaliation into that elbow drop, clothesline. Frost trying to go for that springboard inverted frog splash, gets nothing but mat. Matua going for the spear, gets shoved off. There's the match we wanted to see. Tara and Frost, I don't think they've had a one-on-one match yet. Frost with that back elbow, makes it a pair. Matua now going after Frost. Pops up surprise ninja with the Rana takedown. Hot sauce. I need Sackworth to do it for me. Taro comes through with that Maya Rana. Taro picked up a big one on Storm himself when he beat Cade. Now in that just arrogant as hell cover, barely gets a 1 count. Frost pops in with the drop kick. They're trying to work on the arm, setting up for Frostbite. Trying to take the Kimura out of the equation. High kick, duck, comes back through with the heel kick. Honolulu hitting and going after each other now. Go behind, Snapdragon into the corner. Almost hit his head on that bottom turnbuckle. Has Matua up. Drops him in with a stun gun. Frost in standing switch reverse, kicks out the back knee. Big back driver suplex. Frost trying to deliver one of the two, and Matua comes back with the right hand, kicks down low. Frost taking out the hard way to the playground. Supernova Pro in the feed. Yeah, I don't know if anything's going to come out of tonight, but huge thrust kick to the outside. Frost might be dead. I thought he was dead, brother. Matua letting the kicks fly, pops up. Hits her on the outside to Taro. Matua the only one of these three to hold singles gold in the televised era. Frost rolls through with the Liger kick. Sorry, Matua takes out Frost with the Liger kick. Frost sent back in the hard way. Frost dives through with that falling DDT. Tara goes for that run through elbow. Frost ducks it, delivers that perfect neck snap. Into the Kataro Bulldog. And Frost right up. It's like he's watched a couple Leo Rush matches from CZW. Nobody puts baby through a table. Matua has Frost up, spins through with the Falcon Arrow. Holds the leg. Barely gets a 1 count. Matua going to show some power game now. Deadlifts into the sit-down powerbomb. And Taro's just dancing on the outside. I honestly think he would be more okay if Matua just killed Frost in here. Comes in to break up the Dragon Sleeper, though. Huge super kick. We got to cash out 3 the cashing in. Shout out to Chris Cash, who's actually in a match tonight. Matua coming back with that volcanic combo. Huge knife edge chop. It gets popped up into the neck breaker from Frost. Matua in a bad way right now. Standing switch. Frost for that patented tilt-a-whirl gourd buster. Spins Matua around, has him hooked. Plants him with frostbite. Back press hooks the leg here. Matua out at 2.5. Matua and a half. Did I not call it the cashioning? Did I call it the cashioning boogaloo? Frost trying to take out the knees of Matua. Avalanche later, it drops Taro in the corner. Frost slingshots his way up into the guillotine leg drop. Frost looking to silence all the critics here. I don't know what the hell he was working on, man. I think he might have been trying to work on a mixtape. He is one of those New York bros. They all drop mixtapes. Nasty German suplex from Matua. It's a lariat, makes it a pair. Frost down. Tries to come back with the lariat. Matua comes off, leaping lariat. It's Batman. And then one more to Taro, just in case you didn't hear the first three. Street fight rules, but the fall does have to take place inside the ring. Butterflies into tower lock. Taro trying to rip the arm of Matua out of the socket. And ref just has to stand there and watch. Can't count the submission. Looked like Matua wanted to tap, just couldn't. Frost up on the shoulders. Gets spiked down into Major Arcana. That's gonna leave a mark. High roundhouse. Frost though fighting back. Bouncing Taro off the mat face first. Matua finally showing signs of life on the other side. Taro kicks right up out of it. Goes for that mushroom stomp, gets dodged. Across that far side. Schoolboy into the roadhouse. Matua trying to shake Feeling back into his arms. Not sure you're going to do that in front of the guy that is the armed submission guy. Spins her with the DDT. Taro trying to steal it here. And Taro gets it, pinning the #1 contender. Taro in his life thinking about his memoirs. Almost gets his face ripped off by that bottom rope. Right here, Taro would clamp on his, that former specialty, that tower lock rather. I call it the Taro lock, but that's not right at all. But Spike Frost with Major Arcana on the mats. But then absolutely Spike Matua with that DDT, steal the win. Gotta believe he might have a claim to be the next in line for the Blitz Division title now. Or at least be in the conversation. We get the return of Storm Team 3, Christian Storm, in his first action in about a month and a half. Brandon and Carmelo Storm still feel like they're deserved a one-on-one shot for the tag team titles that they were denied. And they've got a viable claim. They were the team that wasn't defeated at when Fluffy Bunny's attack, but you know, the people wanted to see a heavier tag team go after it. They'll get their shot down the line, I'm sure. Christian Storm was nursing some sort of hip injury, groin injury. I don't know. I'm just told he was hurt. I don't get the exact details. I'm not a doctor. But I'm a doctor. I just play one on TV. I feel like out of these three, there's like the least disdain for like the other members of the group. Like, to my knowledge, there is no bad blood that's been going on. Although, according to my graphic, they may not like the fact that Brandon Storm's apparently going a little more fashionable tonight. Apparently thinking that he's hanging out with Nigel von Bartleby. I didn't realize Tacoma, Washington had a steampunk scene, but apparently they do. And Brandon Storm, first one out. The only American of the trio. I think the best part of this match is that one of these three will finally get a singles win this season. As a tag team, they were pretty much unstoppable, but they can't seem to put it together when it comes to just getting a dub for themselves. I think Mello was close to getting one a few weeks ago. Unless he actually did. I honestly would have to look back at the tape, but I don't think that he did. Speaking of Mello, youngest of the trio. The most agile of the group, also going to have that speed advantage. Brandon's got all the technical background, and Christian Storm's just kind of the brains of the operation, I guess. This is kind of his pet project. I don't exactly know. Crowd firmly behind young Mello out here. Christian Storm's first match back in, as I said, about a month and a half. He's one of those guys I honestly wasn't expecting to come back after last season. Looked good, I honestly don't even think he won a single match last year at all. One of those guys looked good in defeat every time, though. Just couldn't seem like he had anything figured out. He went through about 5 different moves he wanted to call his finisher. Couldn't land on any of them. Went over to England during the off-season, trained with Jody Tyler, who I guess he trained with before. Beat Tyler in his retirement match. Came back with a new attitude, just completely new Christian Storm. We got a bell. Second match, I want to say second opening with a quick Frankensteiner. And the technical guy opens up with a speedy move. The speedy guy opens up with a technical move, and there's a shrike out of the speedy guy. Everyone forgets their place. King Hippo elbow. Follows it up with a back elbow. Mello now count between Brandon and Christian. Spun out into the Regal Cutter. Brandon showing all sorts of new movesets. Comes through that tilt-a-whirl head scissor and then decides to dab like we're in 2017. I don't think people still did that. High Roadhouse. Big vertical suplex, holds on, spins through. Transitions right into the belly to back suplex. And Christian Storm comes through with the Fez press. Out of the three, I think Christian Storm's probably the strongest. I can't even say Storm's the strongest because Storm is the strongest, the fastest, and the most technical here. Low angle on the roundhouse. Mello comes through with the strike combo, only clears off two. How the hell are we 2 matches in and we've seen 2 Liger kicks? I didn't think that many people did Liger kicks these days. Quick forearm Storm in the corner. Dump to the outside. Mello springboards off into the drop kick. Kicks Brandon down low, plants him with the DDT. Okay, I've seen Frost do it, thinking he can win a match with it. Now trying to rip the arm joint out of socket. Trying to pick the ankle of Brandon, but he dodges. Runs through with the calf kick. Brandon on the apron. I don't think either one of them see Christian getting back in. And as I say that, Mello turns around, catches him immediately with the back elbow. None of that sneaky-ish. Exchanging chops and elbows now. Quick snap vertical. Big soul kick sends Christian into the corner. Now the face wash is on the boots. With all Z-buckles. Beautiful butterfly overhead suplex. Walks in with a back elbow from Mello. Mello runs through. Into the arm drag. Not sure if he was going for Eye of the Storm there or not. All that flippiness. Soul kick snaps off the back elbow. Storm with the chop block drops Mello. Now heading all the way up, has Brandon hook rather. Big superplex. Oh, last man standing, putting the boots to Christian. Playing possum, kicks out the knee of Mello. Kicks him off the avalanche into the corner. Eventually stop Mello using that agility. Floats over in the spike DDT. Trying to steal the first actual cover of the match. Christian out of 2.5. Inverted Brana. All that poison. Mello, though, sits down the power bomb. Looks like he was still kind of dazed after that. Gets caught with the back suplex. I was going to say, looks like he's still dazed after taking that poison Rana. Wanted to hold on, but couldn't. Christian, that modified Russian leg sweep. The most charisma I've seen out of him. They don't quite teach charisma in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Even though he's from Toronto. Spiked with a pile driver. Mello's from Calgary. There's a pair of lariats. Ducks the line. Pops up into the drop kick. Mello feeling him here. Hooks the leg. Brainstorm out of 2. I feel like there's some anti-Americanness going on here. I joke, Canadians are too nice to be unless they're World War Foundation. And Christian Storm trying to take out Mello's knees for the second time in this match. Runs through, gets caught the fireman's takedown. There's a cutter out of nowhere. Quick sudden death. Christian's, though, got his feet on the ropes. Takes that Misaki kick. Brandon back on his feet, levels Mello with the right hand. Gets planted one more time with that fireman's takedown. And then Eye of the Storm on Christian. Brandon right there to stop the pinfall from happening. Tiger suplex into the lung blower. .8. Christian Storm finally stirring. Kick attempt gets caught. Elbow to the top of the knee. That one doesn't get caught. Butterfly suplex, almost more of a hip toss. Quick cover attempt. Christian Storm right there to break it up. Tilt-a-whirl gourd buster. Looks like he actually was thrown into a headbutt onto Brandon. Another last man standing again. Pair of knife edge shots in the corner. And a high kick to the ribs. There's that guillotine leg drop we seen earlier from Frost. Brand rolls through, grabs a hold of the knee bar. Now they're trying to make it to the ropes. Christian Storm up, breaks the hold. Brandon has him up, plants him at the vertical. Shifts the hips, turns it right back into that back suplex. And a quick double stop. Runs through, gets caught by Christian, has him up. Turns it into the Beta Ray. Brandon attitude. This match is going to continue, and it's already a lot better than I was anticipating. Quick power slam by Mello. Hooks the leg, trying to steal it here. And Carmelo Storm with out of nowhere with a power slam. I guess he dropped Christian the wrong way on his head, but Mello's going to take it here. You see him get popped up into that drop kick earlier, showing that agility. Ran through, hit Eye of the Storm on Christian. Brandon would hit that Tiger suplex lung blower. And then clamp on her knee bar shortly after. We need to see the knee bar. Yep, the end of it at least. Christian Storm would hit the Beta Ray on Brandon. He found it somehow kicked out at 2.5. Not even 2.5, just cold 2. It's even more impressive. And I don't know if he just landed awkwardly on wherever he was injured, but Mello would hit Christian Storm with that power slam, and that would be it. So Mello's the first member of the team to pick up a non-tag team based win. In the first of 2 Project Mayhem matches. This one is also going to be first fall to a mat to the win, which is just going to be gross because there's 5 of them. We got Brandon Gates. We got Cade. We got the Haas's, Keith and Onslaught. Then we got Nightmare, who I don't even know why he signed up for this match. He's the smallest guy here. Taller than Gates, but I think he still weighs less. Yeah, it's going to be a bad night for 3 out of these 5. Because Onslaught and Keith are, I just have a feeling they're just going to be running roughshod over pretty much everyone. But it's Mayhem, so who knows? They're all batshit crazy. Ladies of Lunacy are in our co-main event tonight, including Chip Stackworth's favorite woman wrestler, Melanie Miller. I do actually have a contract addendum that says I have to introduce her every time I talk about her for the first time as Chip Stackworth's favorite female wrestler. Cade and Nightmare going right after each other. Gates decided he's going after Onslaught immediately. Cade now caught in a rock, between a rock and a hard place with Nightmare and Amadeus Keith. Now Nightmare turns his attention to Keith. Onslaught sent off the ropes and just shoulder tackles Gates down. And then a huge high angle Uranage, and then Nightmare's bumped to the outside. We know Cade and Keith have had their quarrels a lot over the season. Cade dumped to the outside now by Keith. And Gates hits a cravat neckbreaker. Now the two, I was going to say the two smallest men getting ready to go at it, but Nightmare has other plans. Gates going right back to work with that cravat. Cade that snap suplex onto Keith, showing him that newfound power. Gates trying to work on the arms of Onslaught when he takes some of that power away. Keith just caught between a flipping lariat and a almost sit out side effect by Cade. Cade runs into the knee from Gates or not. He actually hit the shoulder crack. Okay. The fact that Nightmare stands eye to eye almost with Onslaught as far as his height goes is impressive. Onslaught outweighs him by about 180 pounds, if not more. Nightmare hits a flipping lariat on Gates. 3 out of these 4 men are former the Blitz Division / Super Junior / Cruiserweight champions. And one just got taken for a ride with that pump handle fallaway slam. I don't think Onslaught and Keith have even made contact with each other yet. It's been just them bullying and getting bullied by both guys. Keith taking off the ropes. Onslaught first one to remember, oh, we can use weapons. He grabs a ladder because that's clearly what we need to see. Regalplex by Gates. Broke up immediately by Onslaught clotheslining Nightmare onto the stand. Cade gets taken for a ride with that bake slam. Keith, nasty short arm lariat, plants Nightmare, actually snaps the back of his head on that ladder. Rising knee drops Nightmare. Keith looking like he's going to throw the strikes now, gets caught with the Shining Wizard by Cade. I don't know if it's a red wizard, a black wizard, white wizard. I don't know if blue mages ever actually make it to wizards, I just know they're blue mages. Gates dumped out the hard way. And Onslaught's deciding he needs more kills. Cade pops up that tiger knee, plants Nightmare. And by God, we got a chair. Gates level. Cade clamps on that clover leaf. Onslaught brings the chair in. Cade tries to step out of it, gets caught with all of it in the mush. Trying to distract Onslaught, ends up getting taken down for his troubles. Nightmare off the ropes. Big slam across the back. Gates just getting walked around, gets power slam onto the apron. Nightmare trying to steal it on Cade. The Haas is back in. Nightmare playing with the DDT. Cade getting his face raked in with the Cobra Clutch. Onslaught off the ropes, comes back through, drops all that weight on the ropes of Nightmare. Gates rolls Cade and Keith for that drop kick. Gates now steps on the fingers of Keith and then tries to pop out the elbow, then goes to that drop kick to break up the camel clutch that's on Nightmare. Nightmare tries to roll through, steal it. Gates right there to break it up, though. Two out of these three matches have had cutters now. Bag on. Keith's trying to show the power on Gates, gets ducked behind. Nightmare with the pair lariats, ducks the line. Showing some power over there with the snap power slam on Onslaught. Cade, remembering he's in a match, gets to his feet. Nightmare off the top of the dark side of the moon stomp. That looked like it was in the dick. Quick pin attempt here. Cade right in to break it up. Cade going after Onslaught. Nightmare has Gates up, turns it into the Crystal Lake Cutter. Keith right there trying to steal the pin, gets broken up immediately by Nightmare. Now Onslaught and Keith are realizing they should probably beat the hell out of each other. Cade covered by Nightmare. Gates is on the outside. Keith playing with Abomination. This thing breaking down in a hurry here. Nightmare runs into the wall that is Onslaught. Now goes outside to think about his life. Keith comes back up the shoulder tackle. Gets kicked down low by Cade. Spun out into the game over. Hit on the chair. Cade wanted to steal real quick. Onslaught pops right back up. Cade sends Onslaught into the corner. He's caught that gut wrench. Gates back in. Madman combo onto Keith. Double Russian leg sweep from Gates and Onslaught plants Keith. That alliance is broken up real quick. Gates with the DDT. Onslaught they're out of 2.5 before Nightmare can get in. Nightmare with that perfect neck snap on Onslaught. Gates up top side. Gates breaks that up at 2.5. Gates spiked with the neck breaker. And apparently Cade got busted open at some point. Cade looked like he wanted to go for the yellow devil driver. Nightmare breaks it up though. Cade dumped to the outside. Gates fights his way up with that rising knee. And then decides he's not governable, wants to chill. Nightmare and Cade going to town on each other on the outside. Gates up top. Gets all of the gate crasher. Cade with that rising knee strike. Cade breaks that up at 2.5 and gets booted right in the side of the head by Onslaught. Russian leg sweep onto the boots of Keith. And then Cade's bleeding somewhere in corner of this. Spits blood out. And right back into that cloverleaf. Gets booted. Gates going to work with that cravat neck breaker one more time. Apparently you can't be an English wrestler and not cravat people. And then there's that perfect neck snap. And then Nightmare clamps on a stretch muffler. The guy that's like 3 times the size. Broke up immediately by Gates. Gates has Nightmare up it. Into the armbar. Nightmare though is going to roll right through. No, Gates still holds on. Hammer locks the arm back. Snaps the fingers and then bends the arm back, trying to rip it out. So villainous. Gates drops Keith on the outside. Cade going after Onslaught. Sends Onslaught far corner. Huge spike DDT. Keith dropped on the outside. Onslaught out to the apron. Kay deciding to go where all the other people are. Another cravat. Cade saying this might be the end for Onslaught. Gates gets popped up into a neck breaker from Nightmare. Onslaught brought back in the hard way with the DDT from Cade. Nightmare introduces Gates to the steps. Cade drops the knee. Cade just thinking about his life. Nightmare has Gates up, runs through with the big boot. And Cade had a triangle choke applied on an Onslaught. I didn't even see it. Cade apparently gets the submission victory here. Not a good look for Onslaught. To be fair, though, he did kind of get moon stomped in the dick. Would come back and hit Abomination on Keith at the same time as, I want to say, Cade got hit with the Crystal Lake Cutter. And then hit the game over onto the chair. Right here would go for that Yellow Devil driver. Nightmare right there to break it up, but was not able to come back in and break up that triangle choke. Gotta say, out of the five of them, I wasn't expecting Cade to be the one getting his arm raised to victory here, especially after I seen him get busted open like he is. So this match. Originally this match was supposed to be a triple threat match between the three members of the Monarchy. However, if you've seen the end of that Meat Mountain match on Storm 2 days ago, where we seen Bake and Talbot Winchester beat the absolute bricks off each other on the outside. Bake would drop Winchester with a man get out of here out on the concrete. Apparently after Winchester came back, hit that brainbuster, got the win. He went in the back, was clutching his ribs. Doctor said he needs at least a few days off just to evaluate him further, so the brass called in and said, hey, we're doing a battle royal between mostly related tag team members. We got the Wild Stallions, we got the Deo family, we got Air Chaos, and we have Adrenaline Underground. Half of these teams are brothers. That being the Wild Stallions and the Deo family. Keep up here. Feck, his basically trained prodigy, is almost kind of like an older brother. I don't know if they're actually related or not. And then Evan Richards and Chris Cash have basically been teaming up since the womb. Even though I don't even think they're the same age, but regardless, they've been teaming together long enough, they're practically related. Cash was the best man when Evan Richards Yamamoto became Evan Richards Yamamoto. Anyway, this one, over the top rope battle royal. No one should die, which means somebody's probably going to die. We'll find out. All 8 men in. Stallions both looking to get quick eliminations here. King Fact email. I think that's King Fact. Yeah, King votes away. Big side effect, and then Adrenaline Underground apparently decided they're going after each other. Prodigy and Dice and Night and Day going at it. Cash throwing the quick strike combo. Wild Stallions on the verge of getting eliminated. Both of them pulled way back in there. Jump to the outside. Holds on, manages to fight his way back in. Night and Day dumped out by the Prodigy though, and also finds his way back in. Okay. No one's eliminated yet. Chris Cash runs through with that basement drop kick. Now turns his attentions to Night and Day. Nice good aim on the outside from Burke. Cash for that Northern Lights. Doesn't matter if you bridge her out here, there's no pinfalls. Air Chaos going after Buck in the corner. Yamamoto finally getting back to his feet just to get caught with the right hand by the Prodigy. King Feck with that run on to Buck. Deo's both on the verge of elimination. Daisuke finds his way back in just to get dumped right back out to the apron by Burke. Buck fights his way off the ropes. Catches a kick in the midsection. Adrenaline Underground both working to steal eliminations. Cash go behind into the Sweet and Sour, and Evan Richards Yamamoto gets the first elimination. Prodigy's dumped. Daisuke Deo trying to eliminate Burke. Fights his way back in. Knight and Deo on the other side getting held up by Chris Cash. Fights his way back in. And Richards has eliminated both members of Air Chaos on his own. Cash for that neck breaker on a Daisuke. Cash going right back to work on EY all around. Spiked with the Michinoku driver. Buck cleaning with that side effect by Daisuke. Burke looking for a German. Richards with the go behind. Burke staggered with the right hand. Daisuke gets elimination. Buck's out of here. Richards going after Knight and Deo. Cash going after Daisuke. Are we going to get a double elimination of the Deos from Adrenaline Underground? That'd be kind of cute. Knight and Deo's out of here. Evan Richards has 3 eliminations. Man hasn't won a singles match since 2007 and might win a battle royal. Dropped into that backbreaker from Burke. Daisuke Deo going to tell him Chris Cash in the corner. Burke's going to look to use all of that power to his advantage here. As Deo held up in the corner looking to dump him out. Has him up on the top. Daisuke's trying to fight his way back in. Richards hung up on the top rope. Gets grabbed by Chris Cash. Another Northern Lights. This one from Daisuke Deo on to Burke Wild. Cash has Richards dumped out to the apron. And Richards Yamamoto fights his way back in. Daisuke throws out that lights out combo. An elbow to the inside of the knee. And he hasn't been getting eliminations. Evan Richards and Chris Cash have been just going to absolute town on each other. Richards taking a ride down to Curb Stomp City. Spikes Daisuke Deo. Cash dumped out to the apron. Richards has Deo up. Chris Cash fights his way back in. Deo's eliminated. Evan Richards has now eliminated half the field in this match. Cash hits that dropkick moonsault. Richards has him up, spikes him with that short brainbuster. Now he's putting the boots to his partner. Has Cash up, walks him over to the ropes, trying to dump him over the top. Chris Cash has just been eliminated by Evan Richards. Richards has now eliminated 5 out of the 7 people he can eliminate. Deo has 1 elimination. Evan Richards now going to try to use that speed advantage. He gets caught. Lost in the woods. Burke has Richards held up. Now looking for the elimination. What, honey? What happened? Okay. We apologize for that bit of sort of radio silence. Burke Wild steals the victory, though. Take nothing away from Evan Richards. He eliminated 90% of the field by himself. Beginning of the end right there with that Lost in the Woods. Burke Wild gets, I think that's actually the Wild Stallions won the first Meat Mountain match we had. I was going to say that might be the first win for their team, but yeah. Showing that the big guys usually do better in Battle Royal type situations, but he definitely was in a fight. As we come up to our co-main event of the evening. Is Callie Dane the woman who gets the winner of Shannon Higgins and Chantel Taylor? Breeze, who I think might be in some level of contention over in Supernova. And Chip Sackworth's favorite woman wrestler, Melanie Miller. Who's got nothing going on for her except for a fancy cape at the moment. Our inaugural women's tag team champions, and the fact that they're not the champs anymore is weird to say and weird to see. Callie Dane looking to become, she's already the first 2-time women's champion here in Blitz, looking to add to her history and become the 3-time champion. Melanie Miller looking to lay claim that she got picked to be in Mayhem for a reason. Has yet to hold singles gold. And then Breeze has pretty much been everywhere. We know she'd also love to get a shot at our women's championship. I don't think she cares if it's on Callie Dane, Shannon Higgins. Davina Dark match could win it, and I think she'd be happy. I don't know. I don't think she cares. She just wants to hurt somebody. We await the first of the 3 women out here tonight. Mel Miller, first one out. Gotta say, of all of the women that Dante Ripley could have picked to be the newest member of Project Mayhem, I didn't even think Melanie Miller was on the radar. But he picked her, and she got one successful women's tag team defense under her belt. And it was against the Yamamoto clan. Look, they look good, but Air Carumba kind of, yeah, they did things. Kind of feels like she is the future of Project Mayhem, which I don't know if you want to start getting in your head that you're going to be running the joint. You've only been with the team for like 2 months. unlike Callie Dane, who was the first woman of Mayhem. Joined up, Breeze maybe joined the fold a month or two later. Won our inaugural Golden Girls Classic to become the first women's tag team champions. And held them for most of the they held them until when Fluffy Bunnies attacked, so. But in between then, Callie Dane picked up her second women's title reign. Decided she couldn't do 2 belts anymore, and that's why they brought in Melanie Miller. All of the success that Callie Dane has had here in Blitz, Breeze has pretty much mirrored that success over in Supernova. Former 2-time women's champ over there. Started her second reign by beating both BJ Wiley and Val Savage. And if that's not something damn impressive to put on your resume, I don't know what is. Was tied for third in last season's runnings for Woman of the Year. Val Savage was first, Callie Dane was second, Breeze and BJ tied at third. I think it was like a 4-way tie. Liz and TJ Ramirez were also in there. Because you can't have a top women's list without having TJ Ramirez. She is the she-goat. Ironically enough, also trained Breeze. Who looks even crazier than normal tonight. We know that apparently there was something that happened with her and Callie Dane earlier in the season before Mexican standoff over in Supernova, where they squared up. If you missed that, go watch it in the on-demand. Can't have a digital triad show without plugging the other brands. Let's get real here. And Miller runs into a roaring elbow from Breeze early. And Breeze right in a double leg takedown, dropping the bombs on Callie Dane. Miller taking a second to tell the crowd what she feels about him. Go behind it in the Tiger Suplex, bridges it out early. Striking advantage to go to town with those overhand rights. And apparently Breeze is going to sweep the leg. Whatever's left of it after that shin breaker into the dragon screw from Callie Dane. Dane getting retribution for that double leg takedown. Spears Breeze and throws a combination of her own. Miller takes a second to violate Wizard Rule. Comes down, gets planted that float over. Not even a float over. Snap suplex. Thought we were getting a float over. Dane, the cloverleaf into the backbreaker. Breeze quick kick down low, turns it into a DDT. Crawls into the quick cover attempt. Dane, though, is going to kick out before 1. Then roll immediately to the outside, thinking about her life. Breeze those quick kicks onto Mel Miller. Has a hold of the wrist, springboards off, into the Rana. Shades of that TJ Ramirez teaching. Dane breaks up the count almost immediately. Double axe handle levels Breeze. Dane right back into that mount, throwing those right hands. Kicks her in the guts, maintains wrist control, brings her to a kneeling base just to kick her in the face one more time. Hammerlocks to the left just to go to town on the right, has those fingers bent back. And drops the knee on the wrist. Miller gets caught with that corkscrew European uppercut. Inexperienced Melanie Miller. You do not violate Wizard Rule. A match with the 2 women you're in there with. Dane locks on cattle mutilation. I was going to say manipulation, but that's not manipulation. Miller, quick snapdragon. Gets turned right into a Northern Lariat, though, from Callie Dane, who still cannot afford an entire pair of pants. Breeze goes to that running knockout knee. Dane ducks it. Does not duck that roaring elbow. Breeze quick go behind on that snap tiger. Throws out the Masaki kick. Mel Miller apparently does know a couple things, knows to stay out of there and let these two just beat the bricks off each other. Dane's on the far side. Breeze runs her with the forearm. Now trying to work on the arm and wrist of Callie Dane. Breeze and Miller both have the same idea, looking for weaponry. We got a sledgehammer and a ladder. Apparently the first Mayhem match didn't have enough ladder. Miller makes Breeze drop the hammer, but then runs right into that heel kick. Dane caught that drop kick down low. And then knife head shot from Breeze. Breeze go behind Snapdragon. Holds on with the bridge. Our referees make sure our women's shoulders are on the mats before they count the covers. 3 count doesn't want to lose his job. Breeze with that perfect neck snap. And apparently Batman's making an appearance too. Breeze absolutely rocked. And then Miller ducks all like the ref's gonna care. Forearm to the face. Miller looking to steal it here. And Breeze laid completely out after that baseball shot. Miller opened up the match with that quick snap tiger suplex. Breeze would come back and snap off a DDT later against Callie Dane. Hit multiple snapdragons. Right there, that baseball bat shot though, right in the center of the forehead. Breeze was out cold after that. See you in a match like that, then you can start proclaiming you're the future of Project Mayhem. Although I still wouldn't if I was Melanie Miller. So we now get set for main event action. We got us a Steel City shootout. As your high-class World Tag Team Champions run PGH. Splitting it up for the night. Our Blitz World Tag Team Champions, the Flying Mighty, split it up for the night. Falls count anywhere, 4 corners, elimination style match. This one's gonna get gross real quick. I honestly think that Bake and EVH is the one match that hasn't happened for Bake. Mighty and Iceman haven't squared up yet. I think Iceman and maybe EVH have fought once over in Supernova. I don't know for sure, but I honestly think Iceman, for being the oldest one of the bunch, has only fought Bake out of this match. Curious world. And apparently the tag team champions are going to definitely split up for that and just go right after each other. Bake right after Iceman, EVH right after Mighty. Mighty dumped out to the apron quick by EVH. And taken out to the playground. Iceman going to town in the corner on Bake. Iceman runs through that avalanche lariat. And takes Bake up and over with that patented Baker-style gut wrench. Mighty dropped to the super kick from EVH on the outside. Floats over into the neck breaker. I thought he was going for a DDT. Bake has been in about 47 matches this season. I don't think a Bake match has technically started once. I don't think we've seen that running Bake DDT yet. Mighty caught, ended that exploder suplex as Bake introduced to the steps by EVH. We have double cover attempts here as Iceman and EVH decide to look longingly at each other. Bake and Mighty both kicking out. Iceman ducks the lariat attempt from Bake. Looked like he hit EVH out of it. Mighty catches the kick, elbow to the knee from EVH. And throws off that strike combination. Bake sent down towards Thaddeus 3 count. Mighty introduced, starting first into that corner of the steps. Bake taken up and over into the exploder. Ice exploder. Mighty introduced the hard way to that barricade. Iceman caught between Bake and EVH, comes it back with the back elbow, though, levels Bake. Amateur style takedown from Bake. Quick European uppercut. Mighty turns Bake inside out with that inverted power slam, showing that freaky strength. All that protein from all them tomato sandwiches. Mighty gets caught with that down low super kick from Iceman. Then gets turned inside out with that tilt-a-whirl neck breaker from EVH. Mighty looking for the German, gets caught with the back elbows. Bake busted open at some point. Spins Iceman around, has him up. Spins him out into the man, get out of here. Cover attempt on the outside, fully legal here. Iceman out of 2.9, EVH slingshots into level Mighty with the drop kick. Mighty is going to kick out before 3 count, gets in to count the cover. EVH runs through, punt kick to Mighty. Iceman fights his way back up. Trying to pop the arm, Bake out with the over-the-shoulder arm bringer. Hazard has that rear chin lock, raking at the face of Mighty. Marcus is going to fight his way up, has a hold of the fingers, turns it into that. Almost like a hip toss. Goes for the kick, EVH gets his vengeance from earlier, elbows the knee. Mighty Northern Lights, no bridge. Iceman's a little busy, can't be pissed off about it too much. Goes for the cover, gets kicked out of immediately by Bake. Mighty pair of quick clotheslines, Bake up on the shoulders, Mighty with the big splash. Drops EVH with a lariat. Bake almost went for the ride on Lance Lynn's Revolution, turned into an in-plane DDT. Bake with that kick combo, Mighty runs through, going for the jackrabbit. EVH counters. Bake crusher on the outside. EVH running Liger bomb into the corner. Iceman, big super kick on the outside. On the inside, EVH has Mighty measured, runs through, gets the hazard kick. Bake launch back first into the turnbuckle post on the outside. That's not going to feel good. Mighty, we get our first chicken wing of the night, and it took till the main event. Takes out a 2.9. Iceman's just throwing super kicks out like he's a young buck. EVH double moonsault on the inside. Bake up on the... gets dropped to that Malenko-style gutbuster. Lady first man out from the double moonsault. Iceman bouncing Bake's ribcage off that mat. Youngest man in the match going after the oldest. Iceman playing with that short Japanese brainbuster. Iceman introduced to the apron. 8 out of 9 carrot sculptors will say that's the hardest part of the ring. EVH always push forearm shots to Bake. Bake those standing switch, go behind. Amateur style toss, plants EVH. Iceman goes for some sort of slam, gets kicked in the guts for his trouble. Quick European uppercut. Iceman dropped. EVH brought back to his feet. Gets spun around with a quick right hand. Bake has EVH up. Man, get out of here. There we go. Most replayed man with the most replayed move in the triad. And EVH somehow kicks out at 2. Bake throwing the shots on Iceman. Those two, the rivalry, which has just spanned their entire career, the best of friends, the worst of enemies. EVH set back in. Bake trying to wipe some of that blood off. Hazard quick go behind into the Snapdragon, doesn't bridge it out. And then violates Wizard Rule in front of one of the men that taught him, which is not what you want to do. EVH dives through, drops Iceman with the lariat. Quick atomic drop, splits the uprights with the leg drop, right into the basement drop kick. Bake kick down low. Hazard off the ropes. Into that single knee code breaker. Hazard trying to steal one here on Bake. And Bake's been eliminated. Hazard's apparently been watching too many British guy matches. It's that cravat neck breaker. Heads up topside. Gets the double moonsault. Doesn't even connect with Iceman. Got nothing but rib cage. Right back on his feet though, heading back up top. Apparently misgauged the distance. Gets all of it that time. Iceman, they're going to kick out at 2.5. As that short face buster. EVH has eliminated both members of the former High and Mighty. Right back on top. Single rotation moonsault. Apparently the double's taking its toll. For cover. And EVH eliminated the entire rest of Steel City Strong Style. Bake hit his first of 2. Man, get out of here's on the outside. That one decided not to get a replay. Right there, Iceman's looking for the Lance Dance Revolution. Bake turned him in, playing DDT. Hazard kick set up EVH's first double moonsault. And I don't know what the hell the ref's trying to show out there. Camera guy, not ref. EVH would take the second man, get out of here on the outside. Kick out at 2. Hazard managed to eliminate his tag team partner Mighty, and both men that trained both of them, Bake and Iceman. And the youngest member of the Fold is the last man standing. And that's going to do it for us here on Unstable. We'll be coming back at you guys Sunday night with Han's Run. EVH looking to bring some of that momentum with them, so he and Mighty can defend hopefully successfully against Dragon Ascent. For all our other winners and losers tonight, I have been your voice of choice, Dr. Marxout. We are signing off. I want to say Supernova said they're doing shows tomorrow and Sunday afternoon. I'm not 100% certain, just keep your eyes on the feed. We will be back regardless Sunday night. Have a good rest of your weekend.